The air hung heavy with the scent of jasmine. A young man, Romeo, stood by the moonlit balcony. His heart ached with a love he could barely comprehend. Above, Juliet, a vision of ethereal beauty, gazed at the star-studded sky. Romeo, scion of the Montague family, was known for his quick wit and passionate nature. Juliet, the cherished daughter of the Capulets, possessed a spirit as radiant as the morning sun. Their families, locked in a generations-old feud, were oblivious to the love blossoming beneath the velvet sky. One fateful night at a grand masquerade ball, their paths crossed. Romeo, disguised behind an elaborate mask, was captivated by Juliet's grace. Their eyes met across the crowded ballroom, a silent acknowledgement of a connection that transcended words. As the night wore on, they stole away to a secluded balcony, bathed in the soft glow of the moon. Words tumbled out, confessions whispered, their hearts echoing the same melody of love. In that moonlit sanctuary, they vowed to nurture the flame that burned brightly between them. Days turned into weeks, stolen moments into cherished memories. Romeo and Juliet met under the veil of secrecy, their love deepening with each passing encounter. Theirs was a love that defied logic, a love that bloomed even in the face of adversity. They wrote letters, pouring out their souls onto parchment. They met under the watchful eyes of the moon, their love a beacon in the darkness that threatened to consume them. Romeo, with his poetic words, painted pictures of their future together. Juliet, with her unwavering faith, clung to the hope that their love would conquer all. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. Their clandestine meetings could not remain hidden forever. The whispers of their love reached the ears of those who sought to keep them apart. The feud between their families, a festering wound on the city's heart, threatened to tear them asunder. Yet Romeo and Juliet held fast to their love, their bond unbreakable. They believed in the power of their love, a love that transcended the hatred that surrounded them. They dared to dream of a future where the Montagues and Capulets would lay down their arms and embrace peace. The weight of their family's hatred pressed down upon them. Romeo, caught in a brawl, was banished from Verona, the city that held his beloved Juliet. Juliet, faced with a forced marriage to another, felt her world crumbling around her. Despair threatened to consume them, the distance unbearable. Yet their love remained a flickering candle in the encroaching darkness. They clung to the hope of reunion, their hearts echoing each other's pain. Juliet, desperate to escape her impending marriage, sought help from a friar, a confidant who believed in the purity of their love. A plan was hatched, a risky gamble to reunite the star-crossed lovers, a potion to mimic death, a message that never reached its intended recipient, and a web of tragic misunderstanding sealed their fate. Section 4. A sacrifice for love's embrace. Romeo, believing Juliet dead, was overcome with grief. He returned to Verona, his heart shattered, his soul yearning to be reunited with his beloved. In the cold depths of the Capulet tomb, he found Juliet lying still and pale. He drank a deadly poison, a final act of devotion, a testament to a love that defied even death. Juliet awoke to her worst nightmare. Romeo, her beloved Romeo, lay lifeless beside her, a victim of their tragic circumstances. She took her own life, unable to bear the pain of a world without him. Their love story, once a beacon of hope, ended in a tragedy that shook the very foundations of Verona. Section 5. Love's Requiem, a final farewell. The deaths of Romeo and Juliet sent shockwaves through Verona. Their families, blinded by hatred, finally saw the devastation their feud had wrought. The prince, a witness to the tragic consequences of their actions, lamented the loss of such innocent lives. In the aftermath of their deaths, a fragile peace settled upon Verona. The Montagues and Capulets, their hearts heavy with regret, vowed to end their feud. The sacrifice of Romeo and Juliet, two souls bound by a love stronger than death, served as a stark reminder of the futility of hatred and the enduring power of love. Romeo and Juliet's love story, though a tragedy, became an enduring legend. It served as a cautionary tale, reminding generations to come that love in its purest form can conquer even the deepest hatred. And so their love lived on, etched in the heart of Verona, a timeless testament to the enduring power of love's embrace.